to breakfast at my favorite little breakfast spot, and then I'm going to go and work in the garage again. That's what I did yesterday. I took a day off work to work, trying to get caught up on some of those orders for the cat furniture. And then I got to go to a wedding this afternoon. Yeah, I'm not real keen on the wedding things, but got to go to a little. It's going to be a small one this afternoon. I guess it's supposed to be a beautiful day out, so hopefully we don't get any of this rain that's running through about that time. So anyhow, that's what I'm doing today, and yeah, hopefully you get some porch time today if it gets nice out. So 7-3 is Jim, and you have a great Sunday, and we'll talk to you Monday. N8YMY.
All righty, John. Well, a little extra sleep in the morning is always good. All right. Well, you have a good day, and we'll route you out Monday morning and start a whole brand new week. All righty. Well, we already talked to Tom, so we'll go down and see what Mark is doing. See if he's got some more stuff out on his veranda. K4OG, WB8 BMW. Okay, what kind of stuff have you hoisted up on your veranda this morning, Mark?
W8WKY.
WBA BMW, K4OG. Good morning, Jim and everyone. Well, Jim, the plans are in my head, and the parts are piled up right beside the glass door exiting out onto the veranda. And I got to get my protractor and tape measure, wooden yardstick, and we're going to start operating. And I like how you put that with your dad telling you, I think at the end, when you cut too much, that's just enough. That was cute. So, yeah. Jim, we did a load of laundry and 2 pots of chili last night. I let the chili start simmering. I was waiting on the laundry to dry, and I sat down on the couch, and I missed the pajama net. But I woke up in time, and the chili was done, and the clothes were dry, so I got that all done. Yeah, we're going to have fun out on the veranda today, measuring, cutting, sawing, screwing, and just hopefully we can get this antenna just right where it'll fit in the veranda and rotate 360. Because if I can to make it do that, I think I can get it up in my attic down in Kentucky eventually. K4OG, back to Jim.
All righty, Mark. Well, yeah, you gotta take care and do everything correctly. Just like that, you know, measure with a micrometer and cut it with a hatchet. Oh, some is good, more is better, and too much is just enough. All righty, Mark, cut only on the top of the veranda. Do not work underneath the veranda. You can't afford to take any supports out from under that. All righty, Tom, we're moving on. Alrighty, Southern Mark, we'll see what you done yesterday. KES SFS WB8 BMW.
I just sat back and relaxed and everything. Did a little cleaning and that in the apartment here, and done okay. Threw some things out, some books that were pretty old. They don't have, computer books that it was Windows 2000, and I used to have Windows 2000, and they don't have it no more. Windows 2000. We're on Windows 11 now. But anyhow, going okay and everything. And I didn't play no chess yesterday, Jim, online. So I didn't win, I didn't lose. So that was pretty good. Feeling pretty good. Today got some things I got to do today. And, but all of that, doing okay and everything. And with that, I'll give it back to you. Kia at Sir Photo, sir.
All righty, Mark. Well, yeah, if you didn't play chess, you didn't win, you didn't lose, well, that's okay. Just sit back and relax and get at it again. All righty, Northern Mark, KC8 FQV, WB8 BMW. So what's happening up your way?
Oh, no, Jim, I checked the temperature. It's 50 outside, 61 inside on the side that just follows whatever the outside is doing. Well, later today we're going to head down to Cincinnati because they have an event down there at Kings Island tomorrow. It was a good meeting Wednesday night, or not Wednesday, Thursday night. And, yeah, my sister's going to come up tomorrow. I'll be down there. Well, I'll get things straightened up here. Yeah, we had a fork or whatever it was, so I cut the rest of that and put it in the refrigerator with potatoes. So that leftovers. Yeah, leftovers are never hurt. Have them. So, other than that, hopefully you and Judy are doing good and everyone else is. Yeah, and hopefully everyone maneuvers the roads right and keep it between the lines. So, we'll send it back to Net. Yeah, we got the Tom's Ham Fest coming up in 2 weeks on the 2nd of November. So, we'll send it back your way, Jim. Down at the Map Museum. So, KCFQV.
All righty, Mark. Yeah, that one down at Maps, in fact, I'm wearing a Maps t-shirt right now. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I've been the longest paying member at Maps there. On my card, my number is 97, so I'm one of the first 100 members. I think it's back in 97, I'm not sure, something like that. Anyway, I had to look at it, but been over 30 years I've been a member of that. Alrighty, Mark, you take care. Well, we'll see what Elmer's doing since there's no school today. KE8 HNK, WB8 BMW. Is the rail yard wet this morning, Elmer? Well, maybe he's sleeping in this morning. It's a good deal. All righty. Well, we'll chime in later, maybe. KDA CFH WB8 BMW. Good morning, Randy. And being that it's a little chilly, I'll say you got 2 pups in your lap, and the other one, you got to dry him off first because you got wet when he went outside. So, how am I this morning, Randy?
KD8 GSH. Morning, Jim. Batting 1,000 this morning. Although when I let the dogs out, we didn't have any rain, but 2 pups. And my wife just said it's raining now, so we're getting it. We heard a bunch of thunder just a little bit ago. But you did pretty good this morning, Jim. I understand, according to the weather forecast, later on today it's supposed to be pretty decent. So, if so, I hope everybody is able to get out and enjoy the day. You and your wife have a good one. Back to you, Jim.
All righty, Randy. Well, you tell Darla we said good morning and hope that when you fix her breakfast, it's a good one. All righty. Well, now we'll go up to, let me see. we'll see if Tom's awake this morning. I don't know how the critters in his backyards are doing. KA8MNT, WB8VMW.
WB8VMW, KA8MNT. Good morning, Jim, and everybody else that is there. Let me see here. Yeah, the critters were out late last night, running around. I think they went to football games all over the place. So I hope their teams won. But now we just, of course, we were out a little bit late ourselves last night. We were normally home and getting ready for bed by 8 o'clock, and it was 10 o'clock before we got home last night. Wow, real late. But you were out having a good time, and we told the critters that when we got home to keep it down a little bit. They did. They were respectful last night. But other than that, things are going really, really good. So we're content, and things are on a happy side this morning. All right, Jim, I've rattled enough, so I'll turn everything back over to you. This KA8MNT, returning back to WB8VMW.
Alrighty, Tom. Now, if them critters get carried away, I'll have the critter lighting company come out there and shut the lights off earlier so they'll go to bed. You let me know if they get out of hand. Alrighty, well, now we'll go to the Outlanders and see who's awake this morning. We'll try Nancy, see if she's awake yet. KI5OZZ, WB8VMW. How about it, Nancy? Are you up this morning? Well, Alrighty. Well, she's sleeping in. That's good. Well, we'll try Ray. K5CFY, WB8VMW. How about it, Ray? Fred? Are you up this morning? We may have some communication lines down. Oh, well, okay. I don't know about Rod and Wendy. They maybe they're around, or maybe they went someplace. Okay, we're going to try for the pretty one this morning. K8JAX WB8VMW. Well, the Outlanders, maybe there is something wrong with the communications end of it. Alrighty. Well, we still got 7 minutes here. We'll see if LJ is awake this morning. KB8LJ, WB8VMW.
And I'm here too, Jim, WB6DJF.
Okay, Mark, yeah, I heard you, and you was next on the list. I forgot you. You was supposed to be up too, but we'll see if LJ's in there, and then I'll get right back to you, Mark. Okay, well, he's sleeping in, so go ahead, Mark. WB6, BJN, WB8, VMW. Over to you, Mark and Sarah.
Jim, Rod, and Wendy are up here in Pennsylvania this weekend. That way you didn't hear them. KSFQV.
Split my brain, and sometimes if I'm paying attention to the weather discussion page that I'm reading and listening for you at the same time, I could miss you coming back to me, and I thought maybe I did, but guess I didn't. Hey, good morning to you. Good morning to everybody. Let's see. It's warm this morning. It's warmed up here. Yesterday's high was 80. Yesterday morning's low was 49.6. This morning's low was 61 degrees, and already it's 64.8. So it's going to be a warm day ahead of this big cold front that's coming through later today. We'll talk about that later. 29.91 on the barometer, 29.91.2. So the barometer has really dropped. 64.9 degrees, and our low has already been reached. It was reached early, 61 was the low this morning. Humidity, 88%. The dew point is 61 degrees, so the dew point's high. High dew points, high temperatures today, going to be muggy. Let's see. Calm winds, and we've got some clouds this morning, cloudy skies, a chance of thunderstorms today, and we'll talk more about that later as well. So that's the weather from here. Going to be hot, muggy, and then major cooling, and we'll talk about that later. WB6DJ, and back to you there, Jim. And Sarah is doing fine. She's going to be doing her art classes this morning, so she's doing great. Back to you, sir.
All righty, Mark. Well, good to hear that she's up and doing her art class. That's great. All righty. Well, now, I'm only got about 3 minutes, so somebody else out there that I missed or like to come in and say good morning, we got about 3 minutes, so come on in.
QB. Rod and Wendy are up here in Pennsylvania for a wedding this weekend. KZFQB.
Yeah, okay. Well, thanks, Mark. I forgot all about that. All righty. I'm listening again.
WB8 BMW, it's KD8 SLG. I'm going to say good morning, Jim. Have a great Saturday, buddy.
Good morning, number one. KD8 SLG, WB8 BMW. Yeah, well, I see we got a rookie on the hook. I mean, on schedule this morning. So I'm pretty sure he's going to handle it just fine because he's had a lot of practice battling around me. So hopefully he'll run through it pretty good. And so you'll have to be his backup also, you know. Now, you let me know if he throws you under the bus, because if he throws you under the bus, you know, you jump on my side, because I'll always put you in the driver's seat or in the back seat, but never under the bus, Nick. All righty. Well, you got 1 minute to go, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Craig and let him get his feet wet. And I hope you're wearing some high-top boots there, Craig, because there's a lot of BS that you got to walk through. But just make it factual. No, don't make it factual unless you get serious. Make it funny. And welcome all of them. So AAACT WB8VMW is turning it over to you, to Craig, to your good hands. So everybody stay safe, stay well, be nice. Back to Net.
WB8VMW, thank you, Jim. And yeah, it's kind of strange for you to be calling me because I'm usually calling you, and that's okay. And KD8SLG, thank you, Nick. I appreciate you always being on. And I guess there you have it. Well, it is 7 o'clock on my little Mickey Mouse watch, so here we go. CQ. This is the Silvercreek the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net.
megahertz of 114.8. This is a controlled net open to any and all amateur radios, or amateurs. All traffic should pass control. Break in at any time. This morning, your net operator is Charlie Romeo Alpha India Golf. My call sign is Alpha Alpha 8 Charlie Tango AAHCT. Well, it says announcements. Well, the announcements is this is the first time I've done this, so I will stumble, mumble, and bumble, but I hope we have a little fun along the way. And it's meant to be a fun thing, and so hopefully we get at least maybe 3 or 4 check-ins, and we will just go from there. With that, this is the Morning Barometer Net on 10/18/25, and we are looking for check-ins, and I would appreciate if we could maybe do 3 or 4 at a time, because I am not using net longer. I'm using 10 and 10.
You're coming in and out on that, Craig. Okay? And you're kind of noisy, too, in a way. Okay? There's Kia at A, Sir Paco, sir.
Control.
Yeah, good morning, Craig.
DJ Mark
Hey.
in Tennessee.
Fox, Queen,
Checking
Victor.
in, and yeah, you're falling out of the machine. WB6 DJN with your morning big weather report.
AAHCT, this is Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf, KD8 SLG, Nick down the farm. And yeah, you may want to switch over to W8WOO machine. It's linked up. You were a little noisy and broken up there, Craig.
King.
All right, well, let me just jump in there real quick. I got Mark PC8 SFS, and he is in and out. I got WB6 BJN Mark from down in Tennessee. We'll get back to him. And I got KE8 FQV Mark. And we will take a couple more check-ins, and we will get back to you guys. Yeah, I will try and. I was on the. I was on RF, Nick. So maybe I'm talking too loud. So I'll turn it down and see if that makes it more legible. So if I'm doing it wrong or I'm doing it too loud, please jump in there and let me know. So let's try for some more check-ins. We'll be listening.
November 8, Yankee Mike, Yankee N8YMY John. We'll be in and out this morning, Craig. We're on our way to breakfast. Yeah, you're still pretty scratchy on my end. I don't know if it's my EchoLink or not, but a little scratchy. 7-3.
Good morning from Kilo Echo 8, Echo Golf Hotel.
All right, maybe I'm going to switch over to Allstar. And Nick, can you give me, is that better than the RF on the Worcester repeater? Just wondering.
AACT, KD8 SLG. I haven't seen Worcester repeater hasn't been keyed up yet this morning. So you were coming into the 3.9 and dropped out a couple times during the preamble. Everybody's concerned. Conditions will get better, I think. But yeah, if you could try the Worcester machine instead, I know you hit that one better, Craig. But sound great on Allstar. Allstar, as usual, is perfect. KD8 SLG, back to you, Craig.
Right. Well, let's try it again. This is on the W8WOO repeater, and it should be linked to W8WKY. And normally that's what I work out in the morning after 6:30. So if it's scratchy, I apologize. And I got Nick in there. I got John in there. I got the KE8, and then mine was kind of a little rattly there. So he would come back and make sure that I've got KE8 EGH, I believe, and if that is incorrect, I apologize.
Craig, you sound real solid now on RF on the Worcester machine. Thank you. KD8 SLG, clear.
All right. Well, you doubled with Nick, and thank you, Nick, for that information. So that's what we're going to go with. KE8 EGH, is that correct? And if so, didn't get the name, and I apologize.
Yes, sir. Kevin and Hiram.
All right, I got you that time, Kevin. All right. Let's take a few more check-ins, and then we'll start working the list a little bit and see how it goes from there. So anybody that would like to check into the 10/18/25, wow, better than halfway through the month. Barometer Net on a Saturday morning. We'd love to hear from you.
KD8 ZSH, Randy in Akron.
Kilo Foxtrot 6. Peace on Earth, Christian and Bass, in and out.
E8 KES, mobile check-in only.
Okay, I got KEF, and then you didn't let the repeater kind of catch up with you. If you'd run that by me again. I did get Christian KF6 POE. That last station, if you could come back, I would appreciate it.
Yes, sir. That's KE8 KES, and I'm mobile, and I'm check-in only. Good morning.
Good morning to you. And we'll keep working down the list. One more go-round, then we're going to start working the list. So anybody else would like to check in, do so now, and then we're going to start going down through and saying good morning to everybody.
AA8CT, Kilo Echo 8, Victor, Quebec X-Ray, KE8 VQX, Joe, and Akron.
All right, well, maybe we're going to stop there, and it is about 10 minutes after, and so if I do what I'm supposed to do, I will say good morning, and this is the W8WKY Saturday Barometer Net. And so at the top of the list, KC8SFS was Mark, and he was in and out. Next that I heard was WB6BJN, that is Mark down in Tennessee. And good morning, Mark. And I did hear, excuse me, losing my voice, I did hear you on Jim's side there. And how's everything down in Tennessee?
Greg, I think it is WB6BJ. And by the way, your signal's excellent on Allstar. You're doing a great job. I got in early. I usually get in further down the list, but I wasn't sure whether you were taking a quick in and outs or we're just taking a regular check-in list being Saturday. So normally I'm further down the list. So, but I thought I'd get in here this morning, get my weather session out of the way. Good morning to you. Good morning to everybody. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. I know we're going to have a great weekend down here in Tennessee. Give my conditions here. Let's get over here to the beginning here. 29.9 to 1.2 on the barometer, and and is holding steady. It's been falling. It's risen just a little bit, but it's basically steady. 65.3 and 61 on the dew point. Our low was 61 degrees, so we're already 65.3. We're going up in a hurry. But I think we're going to have some very warm temperatures down here in Tennessee ahead of a very strong cold front that's going to come through in the next 24 hours, and our temperatures will plummet on Sunday, but today they could almost be at record highs with the warm air that comes ahead of that system. Could be lots of strong thunderstorms. Let's see, humidity is 87%, dew point 61 degrees, and wind from the southwest 0 to 3. So that's the wind, and we've got partly cloudy to cloudy skies this morning and a chance of thunderstorms later today, becoming likely tonight. So that's the situation over the Midwest. It's a read a book or watch football weekend because it's going to be wet. A lot of the Midwest is going to be wet. We're in a progressive pattern now, that high pressure area. Let me take a high pressure area that's been over the area for so long and caused dry weather has moved away to the east. So we're under a more progressive pattern with cold fronts coming through from time to time through the next week, and could produce some welcome rain, not only for the mid-south part of the United States, but also for the Midwest. So that's a good thing right now. So hopefully no severe weather comes in that. There is some prediction of severe weather in some places because of high wind shear and high CAPE levels, CAPE convective available potential energy. So that could lead to some pretty significant thunderstorms both tonight and Sunday, especially over Tennessee, Kentucky, and some of those areas, and also parts of the Midwest. Looking out west, it's going to be nice and sunny in California for those folks. In the Rockies, some of these fronts coming over the Rockies into the plains, those are going to become the major weather producers as they move into the Midwest and south and pick up that Gulf moisture. Watching a system in the tropics that's headed for the Caribbean. Don't think right now it's a big deal for the United States. Has not become tropical yet, but has the chance of becoming a depression and affecting parts of the Caribbean Sea. So there you go in the hurricane situation. And that's about it for me. And I hope everybody has a great weekend, and we'll turn it back to you, sir. WB6BJ.
Well, thank you very much, Mark. We appreciate it. We love your weather, and NAWS is also another. We have two great weather reporters, and that is fantastic. So yes, we'll clear with you. We'll move down to KE8 FQV. Mark, you said you're going to go down to Kings Island today. Well, I hope the weather holds for you. AA8CT.
ACT, yeah, you sound good on RF down in Worcester. That's, well, Nick knew what to do there. But yeah, well, tomorrow the event, the Coaster Club is meeting down there to go on some of, we're going to do a picnic and have, they're going to do a thing on riding the racer. I ain't going to worry about that. Well, I don't know, I doubt it. But yeah, they're going to go down, do some ERT time before the park opens, and just be, the whole group of people that like coasters, and that will be there together from ACE, and it's the Great Lakes region, or Eastern Great Lake region of ACE, and so that's what I'm going to do tomorrow, and then we'll come back probably Monday morning, because they'll be late there Sunday night, so I won't race around. We'll just go down to this afternoon, be there for early morning, and do whatever, picnic, and and come back Monday. But everything else is going good. Yeah, you realize Rod and Wendy are up here closer to us. They're up in Pennsylvania, I think this weekend it was. And yeah, that Route 8 bridge, there have been 2 wrecks on it this week already. People don't know which side of that wall to go to when they get down to it. Well, I say a little bit ODOT was at fault first. They had a sign on the right side saying there was going to be that one lane on the left side would be diverted over onto the counter flow because they took the right lane away. They moved it over one. They moved everything over one lane because they're now making that connection. They got to connect the new bridge surface and roadway with the old Route 8 road. So they got to make the transition. And they get that done, and then they'll work on getting northbound across over to the new bridge. Because everything's going to be on that new bridge for a year while they tear the old bridge down. And if someone says, I don't know what they're talking about, go under that bridge and look. You'll see there's no way they can tear a part of it down. The whole thing's coming down, and we're going to be on that bridge. As a matter of fact, we're going to have what they have in Pennsylvania and going into Pittsburgh. You're going to have one lane shared in the middle. It's going to be flip-flop back and forth during the day. So I haven't seen the lights go up yet from. In and the concrete workers can get in and get them up to the point to set the girders in, and that will probably, I venture to say it'll be by May they'll start setting girders, probably May or June. But let's send it back to Net, KSFQV. Oh yeah, 77's going along too. They've been paving that over there. It's going to be nice, 3 lanes from Cleveland to Canton, just like 71's 3 lanes from Cleveland to Columbus. Now it's going from Columbus to Cincinnati. They're working. So, well, and then 70 from Columbus to Dayton's getting to be 3 lanes. So for all of us that go to Dayton for the Hamfest, we're noticing that. So let's send it back to Net, Craig, KSFQV.
All right, Mark. Well, you have yourself a wonderful time, and I hope the weather holds for you. The eastern horizon is showing a little bit of sunlight, but not a whole lot yet, so I'm still having to deal with no sunlight in the morning. I love seeing the sunrise come up in the morning. Okay, we're going to clear with KE8FQV, and we're going to jump down. I talked to Nick. John said he was going to be in and out, so we'll try KE8EGH. That's Kevin down in Hiram. How are you this morning, Kevin? And how's your day started out? AA8CT.
Good morning, everybody. Yeah, seeing how my body is used to getting up at 5 o'clock every morning. I was up at 5 o'clock every morning, or this morning. Got my coffee in my hand, and today's my day off. So I am, I'm just sitting here and relaxing and catching up on some stuff inside, and later on I got to go outside. But yeah, we've been, since we bought my grandma's house and she's headed down to Florida for the winter, we've been kind of sorting through some stuff, packing her stuff up, and making it easier for her when she comes back for the transition. So, but yeah, anyway, we were supposed to go to Cedar Point tomorrow. I think we're canceling that because of the little moisture in the air that's going to hit. So, other than that, everybody be safe out there. Enjoy it. Yeah, I think today is supposed to be pretty warm, so enjoy it. Is this our Indian summer? I don't know. We'll see. KE8EGH 73.
Well, 73s to you, Kevin, and I hope everything goes well with your sorting, straightening, and adjusting. Yeah, we've moved 3 times in our marriage, and this time, wow, we've got 20 years of accumulation here, plus all the years before that, and yeah, we need to do some sorting, adjusting, and eliminating, but that's a lot of people. You have yourself a wonderful day, and hopefully the weather suits whatever it is you're doing. All right, we are going to go down to KD8ZSH, Randy, and it's not real cold out. It's not raining out. Maybe 2 dogs on your lap? I don't know. And Christian, you're on deck.
W8WKY.
K8ZSH. Good morning, Craig. Good morning, everybody. Yep, you got it. 2 dogs. The ground's wet outside. I just took them out for a little bit. It's not raining, but the ground's wet, so I'm assuming the rain's moved on. The forecast I saw was for a pretty decent day today, so hopefully if you've got any other outside stuff to do, just get out today and do it. I think it's supposed to be really stormy and wet tomorrow, but as any other time, you know, weatherman's always right. So hope you guys have a good one. Be safe out there and try to enjoy the day the Lord's given us. This is KD8ZSH, clear, and back to that. 73s, everybody.
Well, thank you for that, Randy, and I'm glad that everybody's going along. And yes, the weatherman, what a job. You don't even have to be right 50% of the time to still have a job, haha. All right, before I go to Christian, I'm going to do, and I try to do this, and I've been watching, kind of glancing over at the clock and identifying. This is the W8WKY Barometer Net on Saturday morning, October 18th, 2025. That's for identification. All right. KF6 POE Christian, saw you last Sunday. How are things going over there? AA8CT.
AA8CT, this is Kilo Foxtrot 6, peace on Earth. Yeah, great seeing you face-to-face in it. At the COD, still rolling high. I feel like I've lost a goal in life because I had 3 things piled up at once. Performed at an assisted living place, did a Freemason thing in a barn, and then the USS COD. And now I feel lost. So I'm trying to come up with the next big goal. I won't be able to make the fox hunt my next big goal, so I'll have to find something else. But we always do. You know, stay motivated and move forward. So with that, hope everyone has a great weekend. Great seeing you face-to-face, and I'll send it back to you. 73s, this is Kilo Foxtrot 6. Peace on Earth.
Well, Brother Christian, I tell you, that was a busy weekend that you had there last week. And it was very good to put a face-to-face with you because I think we've only met a couple times at meetings. So with that, yeah. It is. Okay, I must apologize because I'm just new at this and bumble and stumble, so here's one of my stumbles. I had KE8, and I think it was Joe, and somehow I had a brain freeze or something. I did not get after the 8, the call sign, so if you would like to come back, I apologize that I'm asking you to do that, but I guess that's kind of the rookie in me showing up. So this is just listening, and Joe, come on back in, and when you get back in, it's yours to take, and give us a indication of how your day is starting so far.
A8CT, this is Kilo Echo 8 Victor, Quebec X-Ray, VQX. Good morning, Craig. Yeah, no problem there. I'm lucky I can do anything first thing in the morning, and I'm not sure what I would do if I was having to run a net like you're doing. So thanks for getting me in there. I appreciate it. Day's starting off okay. Managed to get out of bed. Got to get ready for work. I'm not leaving until tomorrow, but I'm in the day before going on a trip, Frenzy. I think I'm going to bring a radio this time. I normally bring an HT, but I've got like 30 hours in Redondo Beach on this trip, so I'm going to bring an HF radio and see what kind of DX I can get off the West Coast. Anyway, try to pack all that stuff up with my usual stuff. Well, thanks for getting me in there, Craig. I appreciate it, and I'll give it back to you. This is KE8VQX back to AA8CT.
Well, Joe, thank you very much. And KE8VQX, I got it down. It's in the log, and hopefully it'll be in my memory. Some of the ones we hear early in the morning, I've actually committed to memory, which is really a spooky thought because my memory's not that great. But anyway, well, that is the bottom of the list so far, and we are looking for some more check-ins. This is the W8WKY Saturday morning edition of the Barometer Net, and if you would like to check in, we would love to have you. We are listening.
Kilo Alpha 8, Mike, November Tango.
This is Anton TNJJ in Boring, Tennessee.
Please copy Kilo Echo 8 Uniform India Bravo KE8 UIV John Mobile.
This is Kilo 4 Oscar Golf K4OG Mark in Copley, Ohio.
All right, well, we'll break there. That's wonderful. Hey, that was very organized. There was only one minor collision, and yeah, I can deal with that. That was good. KA8MNT, Tom. The sun's coming up, so the critters don't need any sunlight. So what's going on down there? Anything exciting?
AA8CT, this is KA8MNT. Good morning, Craig, and everybody else that is on the net. Well, let's see. The sun is just now starting to come up, so the critters may be starting to move around a little bit this morning. We have 51 degrees down here with no wind and no rain again, which will change here soon. Let's see. The barometer's sitting at 29.91, and today's high is supposed to hit 79 degrees, partly cloudy with a 30% chance of rain. So things may get wet later on today. Let's see what's going on around here. Probably not a whole lot today. I have to go out and take a look at one of the guy wires for my antenna and probably do a little bit of repair work on them. And that'll be about it that I really have to do today. We went out to dinner last night and ended up in two different restaurants. The first one we went in, got seated right away, and we sat for 20 minutes without even being approached about drinks and stuff, so we left. The second one we went to, we got in, got seated, got waited on, and got our meal, so don't know what was wrong with the first restaurant. You never can tell. Anyhow, let me grab a quick nickel here. KA8MNT back. Last night, my neighbor came home drunk and banged on his own door for like 5 minutes. The problem is, he lives alone. So I went outside and told him that he wasn't there, and he left. With that, I want to say 7-3s, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep smiling. This Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango, turning everything back over to this Saturday morning wonder, AA8CT.
W8WKY.
Gee, that could happen to me. I could, knock and no, we won't even go there. Hey, thank you, Tom. And your big day's coming up. What? We got 2 weeks until no. My ticket says the 1st of November, so I'm going to go on Saturday. But I think I'll get better deals on Sunday if I go on the 2nd. But that's okay. Looking forward to it. Really, that's going to be a fantastic show. All right, there was a collision between you and KJ5DIT. That should be Matthew in Arkadelphia, if I am correct. And John, KE8UIB, you are on deck.
N9TN.
All right, maybe it wasn't Matthew, maybe it was JJ, N9TN. All right, stand by, JJ, if that was you and it wasn't Matthew. We'll try KE8UIB. John, how was your day started out this morning? I've actually got a little bit of color on the eastern horizon, but not much. There's a bunch of clouds above it. So how's your day starting out for a Saturday?
AA8CT from KA8UIB. Good morning, Craig. Everybody out there on the net on this super Saturday morning as I'm getting ready to drive into a dip here, so I'm probably going to cut in and out. But it is Saturday. I am doing the lovely drive here from Massillon to Hartville. I have to work, which is overtime in my pocket, which is a good thing. It's just, we are extremely busy at work and in the heart of the peak season for sure. That, guys, I just want to be able to jump on here, say hello to everybody as I finish up my drive. I'm hitting the Uniontown area right about now, so about another not even 10 minutes, I'll be in Hartville, and shortly after that, I'll be into work. With that, you guys, this is KE8UIB, living the $5 dream, a nickel at a time. I'll hand this back over to net control. 7-3, y'all finish running net. Craig, you sound great this morning.
Well, if I understood correctly, you're going to get more than just a single nickel today. You're going to get nickel and a half, so that sounds pretty good to me. You have a wonderful day, and I hope your weekend finishes off with a little rest and relaxation so you're all ready for Monday morning. With that, we're going to clear with KE8UIB, and I think we check in with K4OG, and N9TN. JJ, you are on deck. Good morning, Mark, and that covers all the marks. That's all 4 marks. That's northern, southern, middle, and Tennessee marks. So there you have it. How are things with you this morning, Mark?
WAWKY and AA8CT. Good morning, everyone. K4OG here. Well, everything's going great. About halfway through my coffee. Craig, you're doing fine business out there. Love to hear it. And, let me give you a synopsis of what's really on my mind. This is the 3rd Saturday in October. The college football games are really shaping up. We got the 5-1 Tennessee rolling into the Bryant-Hare Stadium in Alabama this evening. And they're going to be playing on the Saban Field at night. So everything's going to be up a notch. It's going to be amped up. I mean, when Tennessee rolls into the parking lot there at the stadium, the fans will be shaking the bus back and forth. Some overzealous fans will be showing their support. with the number one finger, and the bookies, they got it skewed. They got Alabama favored at 8.5. So as statistics have it, if you want to put some extra money in your pocket, don't bet against the Tide. So there you go, Craig. I want to say roll Tide, and everybody enjoy the college games today. K4OG, back to net.
Well, thank you for that, Mark, and I enjoy your little, shall we say, look into your satellite adventures. Actually, I've even looked at a couple of videos. That's some pretty interesting stuff, well above me, but, oh, wait, all the satellites are above me. So anyway, I could possibly get interested in doing something like that. I saw your antenna at Field Day. Unfortunately, I was there early in the morning. The antenna was there early in the morning, but there was nobody there to operate it early in the morning. So anyway, we'll see that down the road. All right, we're going to clear with K4OG. Mark, thank you. Have a wonderful weekend. And I hope the team that you're wishing wins does. How's that? And we're going to go to N9TN. Good morning, JJ. Haven't talked to you for, well, maybe a day or two. So how's everything down in Tennessee?
Well, good morning, Craig. Good morning to everybody on the Barometer Net. You have already heard from the other Tennessean here give the weather forecast, and it's total opposite here what he's talking about. Anyway, that's unusually weird living as close as we do. We're about 4.5 hours away from each other. So anyway, not much going on here, just enjoying the morning, getting ready to get things started. My grandmother is in, and we're going to have the big old family fish fry today. My great uncle in Missouri is a fish collector, and we eat the fish that he collects. So we have some fresh Missouri fish with us here. Anyway, I'll say 7-3. Everybody have a good day. This is N9TN, Boring, Tennessee.
Well, all right, JJ, you have yourself a wonderful weekend and enjoy. I am a fish lover. I have a brother-in-law that is a fish collector as well, and a lot of times if he doesn't come home that often anymore, but if he does, he normally brings either some crappie or some striper, and that's some good eating. But anyway, all right, well, that is the bottom of the list, and as I said, I am a newbie here, so if you want to check in, that's fine, but let's do it slowly. And there should be a couple more people out there that want to say good morning, I hope anyway. And with that, this is the W8WKY Barometer Net on a Saturday morning, the 18th of October, 2025. We're looking for some more check-ins.
This is Whiskey 8 Hotel Romeo Foxtrot, W8 HRF, Josh Mobile. Good morning, Craig.
Well, hey, one at a time works for me. I can actually write down. Well, of course, I know Josh's call sign, so that makes it easier. W8HRF. Good morning, Josh. Off to do something exciting, or just bored and wanted to get on? No, you're bored. You're never bored. You're moving too fast. Just wanted to get on the radio. Love to hear you. And how's your day started? And are you out and about, or is Miss Lucy, Betty, and Will with you? AAHCT.
AACT, W8HRF. Good morning, Craig and everybody on the net. Lucy and Betty and Will are all tucked away. They are still slumbering. Lucy may be lightly slumbering. I talked to her a little bit before I left. But Betty and I got home from a bonfire that we went to at my buddy's house, and it was late when we got home. And I've never seen that kid so tired. She normally when I pick her up out of the car seat, she will she'll wake up. Once we get into the house, and she'll like stand up and take her jacket off and shoes and everything. But she did not move, so I had to prop her up on the couch and take her shoes off and take her coat off, and then she just kind of tried to curl up on the couch. So I picked her up and put her in bed, and so she is sleeping soundly. And Lucy and Will were at Lucy's book club, and so now today I'm running out to Canfield here to help Nick at Night operate some radios with the Boy Scouts for Jamboree on the air. So gonna do that until 1 or 2 o'clock, and then head back, and we have a chili cook-off at our church. So I'm gonna help with that, and then come home and watch some TV with Lucy. So that should be really nice. Let me take a break. Don't want to time anything out, so. But anyways, that is the plan, and then our October should be much less busy. The busy should be behind, so it's been good. It's been a lot to do. It's been fun, but so we're over the hump at this point after today. So we'll relax a little bit tomorrow. So, anyways, Craig, I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. You'll have to let me know if you're doing anything fun today and how your week wrapped up. So good to see you at the meeting. Back to you, sir. AAHCC, W8HRF.
Well, actually, it should be me that's thanking you because you do so much for the club. Now, just as an FYI, do you know what bands they're going to operate on from Canfield? Love to talk to a scout here and there, and some idea, or do you have a call sign, or are you going to spot it, or how's that going to work? And yeah, you don't do too much. You just slack around all the time. I'm going to say that with 60% assuredness that sometime during the football game you may fall asleep. But that's just a guess. I'm old. It would be like 75% that I would fall asleep, and that would be a true story. But yeah, if you give us any information, if there's anybody else out there listening, that would be kind of cool to make some contacts with the scouts. And that's the best way we can promote this wonderful hobby that we call the Hamley, and get those young people interested. So if you have any information, I'd love to hear it. This is AAHCT back to W8HRF.
Well, Craig, I'm pretty sure that we'll be on 40 and 20 meters at the very least. We've got 3 or 4 stations, I believe, though. So I'm sure that you guys would be able to hear us on 40 meters. The members of the club would be able to hear us on 40 meters. We'd probably be doing NVIS with our little POTA antennas. But I will see if I can try to remember to spot us on DXM.FI. And I think we're just using our individual call signs. I don't think that there's a special event. But I'll spot it a couple of times. I'll try to spot it a couple of times with my call sign, Whiskey 8 Hotel Romeo Foxtrot, and on DXM.FI, and we'll try to do that. And I'll try to leave a note of the Canfield. I'll leave a note of Canfield, Ohio in there. And maybe I'll try to jump on the Sarah Discord too and see if anybody's on there willing to make a contact. So we'll be out there between 9 and 2. So that's most of the information I have. But yeah, I think we'll be operating under a personal call. So I know Whiskey 8 Hotel Romeo Foxtrot, and then Nick at Nights is Kilo Echo 8 Quebec Kilo Oscar KE8QKO, and I think there's 2 other ops too. So there you go, Craig. Back to you, sir. AAHCT W8HRF.
All right, thank you for that, and thank you for all that you do, not only for the hobby, but just for everybody in general. and your giving heart is greatly appreciated on all levels. All right, well, that is the bottom of my list, and we've got a little bit of time left. If somebody'd like to check in and say good morning, we would love to hear from you. So we're going to stand down and listen. This is the W8WKY Barometer Net, this Saturday morning edition, and we're looking for check-ins.
Kilo 8, 5, Juliet Whiskey, KATJW, Philip in Twinsburg.
All right, there's a station trying to get in. You're breaking the squelch, but we have got no audio at all. So if you're a mobile, if you can maybe get to a little bit higher position, or if you can turn up the power a little bit, that may work as well. But we're listening. I did get Philip in Twinsburg, and we'll listen a little bit longer, and if not, we'll go back to him. So this is the W8WKY Barometer Net, looking for check-ins.
Kilo Echo 8, Uniform Kilo. So this is Alan over in the Falls, KE8UKZ.
All right, if that was you trying to do it before, Alan, we got you this time. Let's take it from there. I got K8, and I missed the second. It's Philip in Twinsburg. Come back with the suffix after the K8, and it's yours. And good morning. Excuse me, and I hope your day is going well, even though we haven't got a whole lot of sunlight.
AAACT, K8TJW, that's Kilo 8, Papa, Juliet Whiskey, Philip in Twinsburg here. I want to say good morning to you, and fine business doing the net, and good morning to the Barometer Netizens out there. Great to hear everyone. We're starting the day off here, 51 degrees, set it up to 76, 69 for tomorrow. It's going to be a partly sunny day today, and I guess after noon tomorrow we're supposed to get some rain, so we're trying to pack it all in before the rain gets here. Barometer's at 29.89, and there's a real gas tug-of-war going on here. Some stations are at 245, and others are 299, so I'm not sure what direction it's going in. High. But anyway, I'm going to continue pounding my drum. Early voting until November 2nd. Summit County voters need to go to 1050 East Talmadge Avenue, Monday through Friday at this point, and if you're going to do the mail-in thing, you better hurry up and get that sent in, though, and once it has to be received by October 28th. More information on SummitCountyVOE.gov, and you never know what's going to happen on Election Day, so early voting might be the way to go. Other than that, we're just doing some winter preparation stuff, and I just lost my notes here. So we're looking for some fun weekend activities before we have to huddle down in the rain. So with that, I'll take a break for time. So in 1767, the boundary line between Maryland and Pennsylvania, commonly known as the Mason-Dixon line, was finally settled. 1867, the U.S. takes formal possession of Alaska from Russia after paying $7.2 million in the Alaska Purchase. as I mentioned earlier this week, once they purchased Alaska, they actually moved the international date line from the east border to the western border. That was kind of interesting. They actually changed dates. And in 1921, Charles Strike granted a U.S. patent for the invention of the automatic pop-up toaster. And that's the way it was. This is KATJW. Back to the net.
W8WKY.
Philip, I hope you have a great day. Goodness, the voice. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you find whatever it is that you're looking for that will be fun for this type of the weather. I heard, I think sometime this week, Andy, AB8MO, saying that they're saying peak color up on the lake is going to be like maybe next week, and I don't know how much peak color down here in the Shreve area. We've got very little color. We got a lot of brown, and we got a lot of leaves on the ground already. So with that, I wish you a great day. K8TJW. Philip, have a wonderful day. Thank you for checking in. And we will go to KE8UKZ. Alan. Hey, this is past your bedtiming. Wow, I'm north of you. Anyway, how you doing this morning? And anything exciting going to go on for the weekend? This is W8WKY, the Barometer Net, and this is AA8CT. Back to you.
AA8CT, this is KE8UKZ. How you doing, Craig? Not a lot on the agenda today. I'm going to go out and watch my grandson's soccer game and then get out in the garage and get some things done. And other than that, that's about it. Real exciting. Over.
Anytime that you can get out and do things, be it in the garage, in the house, around the house, yeah. It's not only exciting, but it's great because there's some that can't. So be thankful for that. And yeah, we're at the bottom of the list. We got a few minutes, and would love to have a few more check-ins. I got some lines on the piece of paper I'm writing on that would love to have a few more call signs and names. So this is the W8WKY Saturday morning edition of the Barometer Net, and we're looking for check-ins.
Recheck, Craig, KC8, Fox Lane, Victor.
Kilo Echo 8, Echo Hotel Golf, KE80HG, Mike and Navarre.
All right, I'll get back. You've already checked in once, Mark, so we'll go up to Mike, KE8EHG, and how is your day starting so far today, and any big plans for this, I'm going to say it's got to be a stupendous Saturday because it's not raining here, it's not snowing here, and we could all maybe get out and do something. So how's your morning starting out, Mike?
Hey, good morning. I think it's Phil. Good morning, Phil. Good morning, everyone on the net there. I was hoping I got back to you there quickly because, or you didn't miss me. I pulled the radio out just a little bit and the plug come out. I'm like, uh-oh. So, doing well. I guess it's 51 degrees down here. Looks like a nice morning. A little drizzle I felt out there. Went to the Thursday night meeting. Had a great time. You guys are a lot of fun up there, so even with Gary up there. No, but went out for dinner, and Mike and Mike sat together, and we ate dinner together. So that's awesome. I had a lot of fun. So and finally got to get away because there was football that night. Speaking of football, unfortunately the team lost last night. Tuslaw lost last night against Canton South, but we have Fairless coming up, so we'll see what happens there.
7-3's all. Have a great weekend. KE8EHG, back to net.
Well, all right, Mike, I'm sorry your team lost, but that's kind of, somebody's got to win, somebody's got to go the other direction, but maybe next week. And at least when I was playing, it was always a 10-week schedule, so we're kind of pretty much in the thick of it right now, and hopefully it turns around. Yes, the meeting was fantastic on Thursday. We are so blessed not only to have an active club, but to have active people in the club. And the COD event last Sunday was phenomenal. And so, yeah, we've got a great family, and so far my experience has been that it's just a great bunch of people. And we can do, and I think we do great things, and we serve not only the ham community, but we serve others as well, and that's so important. So with that, I'm going to close out with KE8EHG and go back up to Mark, KF8FQV. What do you got, Mark?
KSFQ, yeah, I heard Phil in there at PJW. I just was wondering what kind of roadblocks he ran into when he was leaving the meeting on Thursday night. I ran into a few. So I was wondering if he avoided them or he ran into them too. Yeah, Gary said he ran into one. He just went up to the next one, went up the back road. But I was wondering if PJW ran into some roadblocks or if he planned and skirted them. So, KSFQV, back to net, Craig.
All right, well, there's a few minutes left in the hour, and like I said, I've got some lines to fill. We cleared with Mike, and so there we go. And yeah, I'd like to see a couple more if that is going to happen. That would be fine. Otherwise, that's fine too. So this is the W8WKY Barometer Net Saturday edition. We're looking for a couple, maybe three. Three would be a good number. Late check-ins, and we're listening.
Net control, this is W8WKY, this is Whiskey 2, Alpha Juliet Victor, Whiskey 2, Alpha Juliet Victor. Good morning, Craig. It's Anthony in South
Welcome
Jersey.
to Bravo Victor 5 Delta
4,
Juliet.
6, 6,
EchoLink
9,
repeater.
9,
Taichung,
space,
Taiwan.
5, space, 3, 3, 3, 3, 5, 0, 0, space, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 9, 6.
I don't know what that was, but we'll try checking in again. Whiskey 8, Whiskey Alpha Yankee. This is Whiskey 2, Alpha Juliet Victor. Whiskey 2, Alpha Juliet Victor. Anthony in Southern New Jersey. Good morning, Craig.
I don't know what that was either, Anthony. W2AJV, good to hear from you this morning. How are things over in Jersey? And have you got big plans for the weekend, or is it going to be one of those, yeah, we'll get a couple things done, but then we're going to take it easy, or you want to get out? And I don't know, have you got any color over there? Because we surely haven't got any color back here in Ohio much. A little bit, a patch here and a patch there. So how has your day started out?
The day is starting out very well. Thank you for asking, Craig. And you, my friend, are doing a fantastic job with the net. Keep it up. And good morning, everyone who checked in. I heard JJ, and I don't know if Better Jump Now checked in or not, because I just tuned in a little while ago. I hope he did. My friend Mark, and one of 4 Marks. And I want to say 7-3 to all of you. I have a friend of mine coming down today, and She's a friend of mine, and we're just going to hang out together a little bit. Nothing major. Other than that, everything is fine here. I need to connect with someone, if I could, who could really give me a good tutorial. I have an OpenSpot 4 Pro, which is a digital node. And I've had it for a while, and I'm trying to get the hang of it. And I'm still learning it, getting used to it. But in any case, if I can find that, I would appreciate it somewhat. So back to net control, and again, Craig, you're doing a fantastic job. W2AJV from Southern New Jersey, 7-3 clear, and back to net.
Well, back to you, Ante. I'm really, you're talking to the wrong person about that. A lot of times, if you're looking for, it's a hotspot, I'm assuming, is what you're in reference to, and if that is the case indeed, a lot of times there's some YouTube videos that will kind of give you the basic direction, and wow, if you're in Jersey, there should be a club, and maybe somebody also uses the same hotspot and can say, oh, here, yeah, sit down in half an hour and we can get this all worked out. But I just don't know, and I've learned it's so much easier to say I don't know than try and tell somebody something that isn't and point them in the wrong direction. So with that, we're going to clear with W2AJV and say have a wonderful day. Great to hear from you. And, yeah, you know that we do that real early morning thing, and you can jump in anytime. And, you know, yes, and we got the other mark both on Jim's section and on mine. So, yes, and we're blessed with a lot of marks. So there you have it. So have yourself a wonderful day. Thank you for checking in. We do appreciate it. And for everybody out there, it's the check-ins that make it a net, and the nets become enjoyable and popular because we get to hear a lot of different viewpoints from a lot of different people. So with that, I'm going to make it a last call. So anybody that would like to check into the W8WKY Barometer Net, the Saturday edition, please come now.
KV8LJ here, a bit belated, but I'm here.
Kilo Echo 8 Whiskey Hotel Golf Paul in Olmsted Falls. I will be in and out this morning. Morning all.
Okay, I got you in there, Paul, but I don't know if it was my little radio or what it was, the call sign. I got your name, but I didn't get I got the Olmsted phone. But could you give me your call sign again? I would appreciate it. This is AA8CT.
AA8CT, this is Kilo Echo 8 Whiskey Hotel Golf.
I got it that time. Thank you so much. And you said you were in and out. If you'd like to say anything, and then I got Chuck right on top of you there, KB8LJ. How's your day starting out? Or if you're one and done, that's fine too.
I'll be one and done this morning. I have a compressor clutch with my name on it, eagerly waiting to be changed. So I'll say 73 to all. KE8WHG.
Well, Paul, you don't want to keep that compressor clutch waiting for you any longer. So we'll clear with KE8. WHG, and go up to KB8. LJ, good morning, Chuck. And how is your day started? Sun's up. Well, it's up, but I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing some lightness in the eastern sky. AA8CT.
AA8CT in the group from KB8LJ. Well, Craig, it's always a pleasure to hear your happiness and enthusiasm every morning. And it's all part of what makes this net. And it's actually, in some rather key respects, you and I are very opposite personalities, and we bring very opposite things to life in the group. You're always bubbling with enthusiasm and optimism, and I tend to be a defender of the downtrodden and ready for a fight on behalf of somebody who really needs somebody to come to their defense. And that's two very different personalities, but we both got a place in life and something that we can do, because I think you're aware at the last meeting I was really worked up over a case of what amounted to psychological violence from a spouse against somebody that absolutely didn't deserve it in any manner, way, shape, or form. And it took me about a day to calm down, and that's rare. But occasionally, when I get a strong enough sense of injustice, by golly, I'll get really worked up. So with that, keep up your optimism to counterbalance guys like me, and kick it back to net. This is KB8LJ.
Well, Chuck, I tell you, I've always been. I try to be optimistic, and I always try and view things in the perspective of I try to be kind of as much in the middle as possible. And I have thoroughly enjoyed meeting and chatting with you, both on the radio and at the meetings. So don't sell yourself short that way. And it's I've come to the one of the podcasts that I listen to. One of his sayings is, let's all be good humans, and that just qualifies it. So I think enough said there. Well, I hope your day goes well. I'm seeing actually the sun. I have actually got a sunlight on my northern wall because the sun itself is down south now, and so the day has started well. And we're going to give one more call, and then we're going to shut this thing down. So thank you so much for checking in, and everybody, I hope that I didn't do anything too grossly improper or mistakes made. I had a ball doing it, and until next time, we'll try one more late call for the W8WKY Barometer Net Saturday edition. If you want to get on the log, you got to do it now, because after this next break, we're going to shut it down. Well, hearing nothing, I'm going to reach out to W8CTM. Carrie, are you out there? Just wondering. No, I'm actually not wondering. I'm hoping that you're out there. This is AA8CT, and this is the W8WKY Barometer Net.
Good morning, Craig, and good morning to all the check-ins and listeners out there on this super Saturday morning. Well, it started off here with it sounded like 50 gunshots out on the lake. It must be the opening of waterfowl season. Boy, they were blasting away, but all the geese or whatever they're shooting at leaves this lake and flies over to the main lakes, which they're not allowed to hunt on. So it lasted about 20 minutes or a half an hour this morning, and they're not supposed to start shooting till daybreak, but they start about 20 minutes or a half an hour before the sun even thinks of shining around here. But oh well, they're having fun, I guess. I don't know, but I guess they're having fun. I don't hunt geese, so yeah, they're doing what they're enjoying anyhow. It was a good day for that. Well, Craig, you done a fine job this morning. It's I think this is your first net here, and you done an excellent job this morning. It was a good net. Anyway, that's about all I have this morning. I am going to get my E-Trike out today. It's supposed to get up almost 80 degrees. I think they're saying in the high 70s today, so those days are very, very limited. I don't think we'll have too many more. It's going to get in the high 70s, but I hope we do. I hope we get about 50 more of them, and then spring comes around, but who knows? But it'll be a fun day out there anyhow. It'll be a good day to be out and about, and hope everybody really enjoys it and has a great weekend out there. Tomorrow's going to be wet, so they're talking 100% chance of rain, so that pretty much says it's going to rain tomorrow, and I think a good part of the day will be wet. So just enjoy today, and if you enjoy the rain, enjoy tomorrow. So with that, I'll say 73. This is W8CT. I'm Kerry at Portage Lakes. Everybody have a great weekend, and stay safe, stay healthy, and do a random act of kindness. That's always a good thing to do every day. So with that, that's all I have, so we'll turn it back to A8CT, and Craig, you can wrap it up here. Like I said, you've done a fine job this morning, and you can wrap it up, and we'll enjoy your weekend. So that's 73 all, and back to you, Craig, to finish her up. Everybody have a great weekend. 73 W8CTM.
All right, Kerry, I've got one question. Now, do you ride trails or do you ride on the road with your trike? Just wondering. I bike a little, not as much as I'd like to, because it just doesn't seem to be time. Normally I ride on like rails to trails. Basically my riding this year has been a little bit around where we live with my grandson, and then we did the Fredericksburg to Kilbuck. I think we did it 3 times this year. So yeah, that's what I do. But my bike is it's me powered, and it's always fun. I enjoy it, and I enjoy the scenery, and the fun thing is sometimes you're sharing it with the Amish, and their e-bikes are a whole heck of a lot faster than I am. So with that, back for your answer, and then I will close this thing down.
Well, Craig, most of the time I just ride the residential streets around there. There's a lot of miles of residential streets that I can get without being on any of the main highways. I have to, they're not really main highways, but they're much more busy, as far as traffic goes, than the residential streets are. The most on residential streets I have to put up with is UPS and Amazon and things like that. But I don't know. There's quite a few miles that I can ride without not dealing with traffic. And once in a while, I'll load my trike up and take it over and do the trails. It starts over here. Or it doesn't start. There's one of the parking lots over here off of Manchester Road, and it goes up it follows the Ohio Canal up. It goes from down into, I don't know, I think down to Canton and up to Cuyahoga Falls, and you can ride it clear up to Cleveland if you want to, but I don't. I go from here up to Summit Lake and downtown Akron occasionally and come back, but it's all fun any way you look at it. But most of the time I just ride the residential streets and don't go off-road much. It gets a little bit rough if you go, get off the road and onto some of the areas I can ride, but I generally stick to the roads. So anyway, that's all I have on that. So we'll send it back to you, Craig, and you can wrap it up, buddy. WHCTM.
Check in.
All right, thank you, Kerry. All right, the Barometer Net is a tradition that goes back 35 years when a local group of amateurs got together in the mornings to compare their weather station's data as reported by their new weather gear. Many have contributed to making this net the morning staple for the area, and it has become including Gerlach, K8BYR, Dorothy, WB8, JTW, and Tom, KD8SDS, and of course Ron, WB8DMN, the Iron Man. We owe the debt of gratitude to these folks for beginning and continuing the tradition of this that has lived on. Over the years, the Barometer Net has grown into the morning staple for local hams to stay connected, share real-time traffic, travel information, and local announcements. The net control duties are now shared by a team of operators, but we maintain the original enthusiasm that has set the friendly tradition that has continued through to the present. But remember, it is your participation that makes this net the success that it is, and it continues to be. And for that, I thank you. And this is the W8WKY repeater, 147.39 megahertz in Doylestown, Ohio, with a PL of 114.8, positive offset. My name is Craig, and that is, well, it is. I guess it is. Yeah, it is mine. Okay, we'll go with that. And my call sign is AA8CT, and I am returning this repeater to regular amateur radio use, 73s to all, and before I go, in the background, and many times behind the curtain, Nick, KD8SLG, thank you for being there, and I hope I didn't do too many things wrong.
Check in.
Go ahead, check in.
Hey, good morning, Craig, and good morning, everyone. This is Kilo Echo 8, Tango Lima Bravo, KE8TLB, here in Rittman in my beautiful radio shack. I just got up and ran down here. I wanted to get on the net, so I appreciate you getting me in, Craig, and I'm sure you did a great job. I didn't get to listen to it. I apologize, but this is, hope everyone has a great weekend. This is Kilo Echo 8, Tango Lima Bravo, KE8TLB 73, and God bless everyone.
Craig, let me get in real quick. AB80V, I'm going to be in and out. That'll give you a number. Have a good day.
All right, Randy, TLB, I am so glad that I hope you're feeling better. Talked to Stefan. I sat with Stefan at the meeting and said that you just weren't quite feeling too good, so I hope you're feeling better. And then we got Joe at the backside there, AB8AV. Wow, I tell you, Good morning, Joe, and I hope your day is starting out well. So there you go, 2 more for the list, and thank everybody for their participation, and I had a ball. I hope that I didn't upset, do anything wrong, or make too many mistakes, and it was all good, and it was a lot of fun. So with that, this is AAHCT saying 73s to all, and I am going to be gone and out. Thank you.
W8WKY.